Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. I guess today, is going to be a little bit rough. I guess I just wanted to talk a little bit about how scary the world is. And that it's okay to be afraid. The I don't know. I live in the United States, and right now, some very concerning things are going on. People are being deported without any chance at due process. We used to have rights in this country, and do we still? I think is a very valid question. And and I guess that's really scary because right now I have to sit here and I have to choose. Am I going to cower? Am I going to hide? Am I going to not say anything? Do I have to live in fear because I'm saying things are scary? Does that create extra fear? Should I be extra worried? And I guess that's the thing, right? Like in fear, that gives us the chance to show our courage. And what does courage look like? Well, I don't know. I guess right now, the courage I have looks like this. Because I don't know what else to do. I can't stand by while our nation is deporting people that have been shown to do nothing wrong to prisons outside of our country where we lose control of their safety and security. I mean, we didn't used to believe in this country that punishing people without proving they deserved it. We used to believe that people had rights. We used to believe in a chance to defend ourselves. We used to believe in the rule of law, and I feel like I'm watching that slip away, and I am scared, very very scared. And I think that's okay. I think it would be weird if we weren't scared. I guess that becomes the question. What are we going to do with this fear? How do we manage the fear? I guess I'm trying to find my courage. I'm trying to say what I can. I'm trying to build a community of people that aren't going to just, I don't know, stand by idly and agree with I guess incoming tyranny. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, we have one man unilaterally deciding things. All of the checks and balances are being ignored. All of the rules that got us to where we were, all of the social understandings of due process, of justice, of liberty, of rights and freedom. I'm really worried all of that is in question today. And I don't really know what to do about it. And I guess I'm just here to say that if you're scared, if you're afraid in this current time, I think that's reasonable. If you know people that are subject to, the deportations, there are people that I know that I fear for, and I don't know what's going to happen. And that's all okay to admit. It's all okay to admit that we have a problem. We're going to need to come together to solve this. So we're going to need to find friends to help us as we deal with this, because how are we going to deal with this fear alone? And we're going to need friends to plan our actions with. I don't know. People are protesting. People are rising up in the streets and voicing their displeasure with what's going on. And that's a good sign to me, I guess. It gives me hope that people are standing up and saying that we don't want the world to work this way. I'm just distraught. This whole Abrego Garcia situation, a man who fled El Salvador, fled the gang violence, is now imprisoned in the very gang prison where the people who he fled from are sent. And I can't even imagine the horrors that are going on and the experience that he must be having, and his family. He's got special needs children at home. He was a stand-up man trying to take care of special needs children. Who deports them and then washes their hand and says, well, we don't care anymore? Who tortures a good man like that and then doesn't give a fuck. How did we get here? How are there so many people that are just fine being that cold, that cruel? Why do we live in a society where cruelty is pleasurable? I don't know. I often argue that I don't really believe in good and evil, at least not in the way that other people see it. And yet I look at what's going on in the world, and that's a hard belief to maintain, because it just seems that there is rampant evil and there is nothing good going on anymore. And then what are we going to do about that? If you feel that way, what are you going to do? What is there to do? What can we do? I don't have these answers, but I do know that I don't think you're alone if you feel these ways. I don't think you're unreasonable if you're afraid. I don't think it's fear-mongering to look at people literally disappearing out of the country against court orders demanding they not be sent to the country they're being sent to, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what the courts say. Nobody cares what the people say. Nobody cares that he's probably an innocent man. They're just, yeah, we sent him off to prison. He's gone. Good luck. This is going nowhere. And I just don't know how to get past that. We may not have gotten everything right in this country throughout our history, but we usually tried to solve problems when we got things wrong. We usually tried to get things right after getting it wrong, and now we're just like, yeah, we got it wrong. Too bad. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't care. And this is a thing making the world incredibly frightening. And I don't know what we're going to do with that. I don't know what the answers are, and I don't know how to get out of this fear. I just know that I'm going to lean on my friends, my family, my community, and we're going to work together to do whatever we can to see the best outcome we can, because if we do nothing, we're probably just going to be sent off to El Salvadorian prisons. We might get that if we do something. We might get that if we don't. So doesn't it just seem better to try to do the thing that works toward what we see as the better way of the world operating? So I guess that's where I'm at. I'm doing what I can, trying to make the world a better place. And I guess I'm trying to convince everybody else to do the same thing, because if we don't work together, this one could get bad. Anyway, with that, until next time, be well.